Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
As people in the chat room have noticed, my wife Ponzi decided to surprise me with a birthday present a couple days early. I'm turning 34 on Thursday, and didn't really ask for anything in particular this year. I knew what I didn't want: socks, underwear, pants. Those are really lame gifts. I mean, for anybody. I don't care who you are. Those are just really lame gifts. I used to get underwear from Santa Claus every year, and just one year he stopped delivering them. So anyway, I have since moved on from getting underwear as presents, and Ponzi thought she would surprise me earlier. The video has already been uploaded to my YouTube account, and people have been making fun of me because my wife, who is my life partner and someone who knows me very intimately, understands everything I do and what I think about just more than anybody else in the universe. And for my 34th birthday, if you couldn't tell from the topic above, I got an iPhone. iPhone. Can you record video? The outlook does not look good. Alright. iPhone, do you have 3G speeds? Ask again later. iPhone. Can I watch my Slingbox media on you? No. Well, I'm already an AT&T customer, and I gotta admit, playing with Ponzi's iPhone, it was titillating. Okay, so Ponzi is titillating. Not to take this video in a direction it doesn't need to go right now. Well, the iPhone is sexy, that's for sure. I'll give it that, but I don't know if it's as worth it as people say it is. I happen to have, as I've mentioned before many times, a blackjack. So I'm already on AT&T's network. That should be less painful than it would have been had I been on another wireless network. So we'll see how well it goes. I don't know if I'm going to run through the entire experience of setting up the iPhone. People have done that before, and honestly, I think that that value has passed. But I thought I would do an unboxing instead of the oh iPhone, oh, I want to have your babies. I'm not going to do that. Quite honestly, I'm very grateful that Ponzi was thinking of me. I'm very grateful that I do have this. It's an 8 gigabyte, so she does know me. At least, if you're going to get an iPhone, you might as well get the 8 gigger. Not like you can, put video that you record on it at this point in time. Waiting for a firmware revision on that one. But I gotta admit, I'm maybe about, okay, right now I'm 33% happy, just because I've seen a lot of web apps be developed for the iPhone. I mentioned one of them in my Twitter account the other day that I'll be taking a look at. That is an easier way for people to access iPhone apps through Safari. Someone has developed a single site that you can go to get to all your favorite iPhone apps that have been developed for and by website owners. So that does make a very compelling argument for the iPhone and its elegance and it pardon me, and its beauty. You just can't argue against that. So now, without further ado, I'm going to open it up very carefully so as not to damage the iChi of the phone. Now, we'll see how. There we go, and oh, this is the iPhone box. You notice it's completely empty. They totally pwned me at the store. That was fun. Oh, okay. I don't know if I should turn this on. I think I actually have to charge it before. People have seen people unbox iPhones before, so I'm not, by now you've probably I've already seen it unboxed. I don't need to see it. You believe in the light. Believe in the light. The iPhone owns. Well, I'm not going to say that, because there are many things that I've said about the iPhone that I still very much believe in. It is not the bee's knees. However, now I'll have a chance to experience it for myself and see if it will or can replace my current device, which is a Windows mobile device, the Samsung Blackjack. Not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but we'll see if I can get along with an iPhone for a while, currently living inside a Windows environment by and large, even though the video that we produce here is streaming through a Mac. The video that you're watching right now is streaming through your Mac because of the software that's available only for the Mac, and the software happens to be free on the Mac, at least this particular software. Someone said, you'll take my Blackjack. Unfortunately, I will not give you that satisfaction, as I do with all my old cell phones that I don't use anymore. I always turn around and upload them. No, I can't upload a phone. I go to, listen to me, I was talking about sending in old phones, and I said upload instead. God, where's my mind? Sell for cash. I've got a referral program for Sell for Cash, and if you go to this website, you can send them old phones, and they'll send you a check. After you send in the phones, they'll send you the big envelope and everything, and then after they've been processed, they will send you a check. So I've got about $100 worth of extra phones lying around, so I'm getting $100 pretty much out of thin air. So instead of giving old cell phones or mobile phones and devices away, check around. Check these websites. Sell for Cash is the one that I've always used, never had a problem with it, and made tons more money back. Let's see here. Designed by Apple in California. As if I care. Here. Fingertips. It's just so cute. It's worth $600 just to see that. Now, the nice thing is, I happen to already have an iPod dock, but now I've got another one, I guess, well, specifically for this form factor. But the nice thing is, and I've had a few of these adapters around, I'm very glad to see this, the iPhone charges by USB, and in my car, I have a Coleman power inverter that has both, I guess, outlets for regular, like, AC adapter, or plugs, plugs, I don't know, cords. Plugs, cords, outlets. But it also happens to have a USB port as well. So instead of having to carry around an adapter, I've already got an adapter in my car, which means I don't have to spend an extra $20 or $30 on yet another car adapter. So I'm very, very happy about that. There are the earbuds and microphone, of course. And then, of course, the cable. Now, the reason why I'm not going to jump in and actually turn on the iPhone because I've always learned it best, specifically with devices that run on battery, to let them charge before turning them on. Oh crap! It turned on automatically. Well, wow, that was unexpected. I want to charge it first. I don't want it to, because then I have to call AT&T and switch over the number and everything, and that's just a different process. I don't have iTunes installed on my PC on Windows at this point. However, that being said, I want to possibly think about syncing this instead of with my PC and the contacts and calendar there. I've got to see if I can transfer all that stuff over to the Mac, or maybe I'll just have to run iTunes in the background all the time, even though I don't really want to use iTunes all the time. I don't have it installed on the PC because honestly it's not amazing, in my opinion. iTunes is a really bad piece of software, and I've gone into that for a few blog posts in the past. It's bloated, it's complicated, and despite what people say, it is not easy. I mean, they have utilities out there to strip duplicates from iTunes when iTunes should do that itself, and it doesn't. It's good on a Mac, blows on Windows. I don't know about that. I think it probably sucks on the Mac and then blows on Windows. I think that's how it goes. I think you got them reversed. So I'm gonna charge this by USB, plugging it in here, and as I disappear for a second. There we go. Installing. Oh, this is Vista in the background. Installing device driver software. Wow, Vista recognized the iPhone instantly. It says Apple iPhone ready to use. That's. I gotta admit, I'm impressed with Vista. You've seen it here. I'm actually impressed with Windows Vista. It recognized the iPhone right away. Unreal. So it's asking me now what I want to do with it. Import pictures, open device view files, etc., etc., etc. So that's kind of nice. Now, the fact that I don't happen to have the iTunes there, I can't synchronize and activate through the Windows machine. But again, I'm not sure if I want to synchronize the iPhone on Windows at this point in time. I may use either a MacBook or the Mac Mini that I use to stream out this particular video cast as I'm doing right now. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that yet. I may just have to dive in and make a decision on whether or not to go that route with synchronizing the iPhone with Windows or going to Mac. I don't know if anybody out there has experiences with iPhone on Windows. I mean, I already have Outlook installed. It's not a big deal. More than anything, I would be looking to synchronize the iPhone instead of with a local calendar or even local contacts, finding a way to synchronize it to the cloud or the internet if there's internet services. Why this doesn't have a direct gateway into any online services at this point is kind of weird, for a mobile device, especially of the iPhone caliber, $600 device. I've definitely spent $600 on phones and gotten far less from them. I will readily admit. I mean, as far as the price goes, I don't know if it's fully justified, but certainly I think mobile devices are expensive. They have come down over the years, but the iPhone kind of reinvents the wheel, so to speak. So I guess now I'm an iPhone owner. I was kind of dragged into it, and we'll see if I actually enjoy it. No, come on, Chris. Come on, Chris, what? What do you want me to do? Hey, so what's up? I thought Chris was holding off on this purchase. What happened? Lisa! You missed the whole thing? Ponzi got me an iPhone for my birthday. I didn't buy this. I've gone on record saying I'm not going to buy the iPhone. I said I'm waiting for the second coming, as most people have said the iPhone is. I don't know. So looking for any interesting applications you found for the iPhone, websites, web services, tips, tricks, whatever. Since now I'm an iPhone owner, specifically on Windows at this point, although that may move to the Mac at some point in the future. Let me know what you think. Leave a follow-up response or best wishes or, deep sympathies, depending on how you sit on the iPhone. Don't sit on the iPhone, though. I don't think it's butt compatible at this point. You may have to wait for a firmware revision for that particular feature or functionality. Anyway, if you want to talk smack and make fun of me, you're welcome to do so anytime. And the website that you can do that at is where you can get to the chat room at everybody, thank you, live.pirillo.com.